Hi everyone, welcome back to JP WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a good weekend. Guys, we are now on episode 5 of the West Ham United player profile mini-series of the players that you voted for in the polls that I put up last week to see who you feel deserves to stay at West Ham United. Today we are talking about Mateus Fernandes. As always, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro, so go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they are currently supporting a hell of a lot of food banks. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the club shop, and of course you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I as well. So guys, let's talk about it now. I'm not intending to do this video as in any shape or form as an advertisement about how good this player is, because we will be talking about his weaknesses as well as his strengths. But this is how I profiled him over the last 12 months. He's a 21-year-old right-footed Portugal international, but he has only had one appearance for the Portugal side, which is a USA international friendly that happened back in April. And of course, it doesn't appear that he's in the squad for this current World Cup. He's a centre midfielder, but can also play central defensive midfield and also attacking midfield, as we know. He joined from Southampton, who purchased him for £15 million from, I think it's 50 million euros if I remember correctly, from Sporting Lisbon in the 24-25 season, and we bought him in last season on a 5-year deal with a price tag of £38 million plus £4 million add-ons. So again, we're very happy to give people a profit. Now, we'll come on to that in a little bit. From the 42 appearances he had last season, he scored 5 goals and set up 5 assists. Absolutely phenomenal player. Now, let's talk about his strengths. Fernandes is a highly capable progressor of the ball. He excels at long passes, delivering line-breaking balls, as we know, and also executing through balls under extreme pressure. That's one of his best strengths. He is incredibly mobile and defensively proactive. I hate the word proactive because it's a buzzword that came out in the 90s, but there's no other adjective to describe him. He reads danger well, frequently topping tackling and possession-winning metrics in the middle and defensive thirds. Honestly, we would have been rock bottom, I reckon, if we hadn't signed him. He possesses a great ability to receive the ball on the half turn and drive centrally, making him an excellent transition player. Guys, the amount of times he's actually set up goals that some people haven't even noticed. He is comfortable acting as a deep-lying number 6 and a box-to-box number 8, or in more advanced playmaking roles as well, for that matter. Now, this is one of the reasons why I felt very sad for him for not getting Hammer of the Season. The only reason why Mavropanos pipped him is because Mavropanos went on an absolute skyrocket of improvement. But over the entire season, Fernandes was my Hammer of the Season. But guys, let's talk about his weaknesses. Now, standing at around about 5'10", so he's not a dominant physical presence in the air in any shape or form, which can be a limitation against highly physical football teams. You know, as I say, he's going to struggle a bit with that next season if we are able to keep him. But again, aerial duels is the last thing we want to think about when we've got a midfielder of his abilities. As a deeper lying midfielder, he can sometimes be dribbled past a lot of the time, or gets caught out when tasked with protecting the back line in a settled possession. In the back line in settled possession, indicating room for growth with a positional discipline. So basically, he's a bit of a hothead, quite frankly, putting it in layman terms. You know, he is. He's very much a, that's one of the reasons why he got booked so many times. While he contributes heavily to chance creation, his direct goal scoring abilities and crossing accuracy, for that matter, are areas that are frequently cited as basically needing a lot of improvement. As I say, there have been times, like for example, some of the free kicks he's taken in very decent positions, both home and away last season. He could have really done better with those. But again, he scored. But again, at the same point, you look at his goal against look at his goal against Sunderland. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, any future deals, if we do sell him this season, will include a 15% sell-on fee to the Saints. Sorry, to the Saints. Hence, £85 million price tag. And at the time of this recording, he has a 67% chance of going to Man United. When I did this research originally, he was actually 73, so it's actually dropped to Man United, and unfortunately, it's gone up in Spurs' favour because he is now a 63% chance of going to Spurs and a 37% chance of moving to Real Madrid. Now, you and I both know we don't want him to go to any Premier League club whatsoever, much less Spurs. Really, really hope that doesn't happen because it would just be a Michael Carrick all over again. It'd be Jermaine Defoe all over again. You know, it would just be it'd be absolutely painful. I don't give a shit about Kudus, guys. He was shit. We got rid of him, and he's hardly played for Spurs last season. So who gives a shit about that? But guys, honestly, as I say, if I do feel okay, one season granted, and I really, really do hope we do keep hold of him. But at the same point, if we genuinely do need the money that the accounts that I've been doing previously have indicated, and not like Kretinsky's been saying, then yeah, we need to sell him as quickly as possible. If we are cash rich in the terms that Kretinsky's been saying, I'm not disputing him in any shape or form. We just won't know until the accounts are published. So it's all hearsay at this point. But guys, thank you very much for your time. Please put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this. Would you sell him, or would you just keep hold of him at any chance? It doesn't matter what the bid. Let me know your thoughts on this. But in the meantime, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend and the build up to the week. And tomorrow we will be talking about Jared Bowen. So in the meantime, look after yourselves, take care, and I'll see you soon. All the best now.